the roof of the appliance ready for painting. One thing I will do is I will just give it a second wipe over with some thinners just before I paint it, just to make sure there's no grease or etc on it. But we'll do that outside so that the sun, what sun there is, will cause it to dry off quite quickly. So, on with the next job. So what I'm doing is just drilling out these rivets, because most of them are out anyway. As you can see, the whole strip is pretty much loose. There's really only these two holding it. So we'll take these out, clean it underneath, reseal it, and then pop rivet it back in again. Okay, so the strip's off, and as you can see, it's quite messy underneath, so all that's going to need to be cleaned before we reseal it and re-rivet the bar back on. Probably will drill it for some extra rivets as well, just to make sure that it's properly secure. So let's get on with it. So it does look like it's just dirt. So it's cleaning up. All I'm doing is just going on now, cleaning this edge and drilling out the old rivets. So then we'll get some sealant on it. Shouldn't take too long to do this. We'll give this other gully a clean out as well, but we'll do that after I've done the or clean this edge. Okay, so that's the first one riveted in. What I'll do now is I'll go to each end, pop rivet those ones on, and then that way we know it's nice and straight, and we can finish off with the others. Okay, so the next thing to do before we start painting is cover up all the areas that we don't want to get paint on. So I've got a couple of things for that. Masking tape, but because there's some big areas to cover, nice big roll of masking paper as well. We'll start putting this on. We'll probably time lapse this bit. Okay, so that's the first doorway done. I suspect even in time-lapse that took a long time. So I'm not going to bother filming the rest. I'll go around the vehicle, masking up what needs to be done, and then we'll go around it with the camera and show you what we've done. Okay, so believe it or not, that has taken best part of about 3 hours to cover the whole truck in masking paper. Something which I thought was only going to take me about half an hour to do. Absolute pain in the neck job to do, but needed to be done because you don't want to get the paint on anywhere where it's not supposed to go. So talking about painting, it's something I've done previously, but only with rattle cans. Never done it with a sprayer before, so quite a bold undertaking, if I do say so myself, to paint a truck. That's one of the main reasons why most of the big parts, like the doors and the bonnet and everything and the bumper, all went to a body shop to be done, because that's the main bits. There's really actually not that much red on the truck once you take the doors off, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad a job. That's the ladder gantry parts that need to be painted red, and that's what I'm going to start with, just to basically give myself a chance of trying using a spray gun rather than cans. All the equipment is there, so I've got an electric powered sprayer. I do also have an air powered one, but I haven't bought that one, just bought the electric powered one. I've got the paint and I've got the hardener, and I've also got some thinners. So talking to the guy who painted the doors, the mix is 2 parts of paint, 1 part of hardener. So I've got a couple of plastic jugs just over there on the floor. Got some plastic jugs. Going to measure it out as accurately as I can, mix that together, put a bit of thinners in it just to get it so it will flow through the gun properly, and then we'll give it a go.